let me pick up here. So the pickup, one thing I'm going to write about is how I do not pick up, be picked up by guys. And you can say I've never wearing a stranger by someone is pay for it. Here you go. Take care. Because I'm usually writing. Done. Usually just no thanks. No, really, no thanks. I'm actually in the middle of writing. I can't write with you right there. It's private. A stranger by me. Okay, so give it the intensity it deserves with a hell no. No, but definitely just say no thanks. Be polite in your head. We're women. Hell no, but you should say of this picking up women. Yeah, I guess so. Trying to write out and trust your friends. No thanks. Yeah, I got a nice coffee shop bubble. So because of the thought bubble, said my place is fine too. That's why. One more place to write in. Out. Good music. Oh, wait, am I doing opening? I did have to cut it though with scissors. This was really hard to pull. Napkins. I've never been asked for napkins. Scissors. You see it. Yeah, that's what I mean. The functioning bit. Otherwise, I'm pretty good. Napkins. Ew. Oh my God, that's so loud. That one. I know. Dang. All the things I wanted to do. Now my body be aglow. I'm sorry if I do things differently. I'm trying to put the abstract concrete because people triggered me. I would have done it privately. Oh my God. Just kept happening. Oh my God. Get back to my thoughts, my sheet. Which is why I make my notes online. And why I give options. This is what I remember from the pastime. One's pastime. My hobbies. Get a hobby. Let's get this gosh darn started. That's UK. My body is happening again. Oh, it's stiffening badly. So
this is my math for the day, and I'm going to explain what the video is now.
All of it, and then it all rushes
that
out of me.
I remember the ending is the most important bit. So if you say the ending, I'm going to explain it to you at the very end. And I can't remember if I even made that video now. Now I'm not even sure. I guess if I check out this video, it will all make sense. Forcing myself to look up. This is a big concept of using the word force. Sociopathy was definitely my ex writing to me the false narrative, because now he's explained it again, what healthcare was doing with education. If you know this person, then you are possibly safe. If you know this person, then you are possibly safe. The second piece of darkness is the back of the man's suit. That's the black color. Also, being in darkness, looking out with shadows, I can see the visual of him giving a toast. 20-30 second toast, maybe longer. I can't remember, but the moment was so brief, and nobody lets me speak, so I'll let you speak. Sure. Now looking up. Okay. Forcing myself. And just a hint of how thin I was, okay? Continuing to look up, follow lines, thick red lines, and blue lines, and guess what? I found sky. That's a way out. I was at a music thing outdoors. It was very cool. I prefer quiet spaces. Don't forget. Unless I require places with sound. Okay, so there's the looking up thing. There's the music. White spaces and chronic vertigo. Visually busy graphics increase head pain. That's it. That's why I'm looking for a way out. That's the exit, right? So the exit, I'm explaining how the sky thing again. Could not have an exit route. Could not look up, which is a daily reminder to say, oh right, this too shall pass. The sky will never look the same. Take a mental picture. All the words to describe the sky. Are you ready to write? Give me your best description of what you see when you look up. And if you can't remember, you need to do it more clearly. Let's go. You may begin writing. I don't know what happened. I guess this is what it looks like. That feels good. I like that. All of that. So no, I will not have to process this. Hell no, because then you get the wrong signal to someone. It's like, get the hell away from me, back up. But when my voice goes, it's like, get the fuck away. This is a pretty big regression. No, like I said, I am doing more. And dampening the piano again. Touch. Different type of touch with the weight. The fuck along. I'm like not able to walk well here. So just keep carrying the weight, the backpack, back and forth. That's why with advocacy, it has to change a bit. I'm not carrying, lugging things every day. That's what I used to do with my backpack at school because I had no classroom. With a neck injury, head, neck, vestibular vertigo injury, that's real smart. What if I fell down the stairs? Great book. So I took my time. No. I'm not going to lose that stuff is private. Privately, first we'll do teachers versus parents. I'm going to just pull out
push
the stuff
in.
that's going to.
And that's why we
All that
push
push
in
in.
education. So
My
my
body,
body, like,
stay the fuck
move,
away, girl.
Right.
Sex
And that's why
education
it worked, moving
versus
through.
now
People be like,
If I needed the word
words,
rape back, I've
no.
never used the word rape.
Done.
I just recently had to use
Sex
it. I
education,
thought,
first
that's
rape,
it, the R
because
word. If I can
we
conquer
whoa,
that, I
whoa,
can do
one is
anything.
great and one
Words
is
first.
But then
That's
the
what
other
it
word
took.
is
This has
out.
been
Fate.
Smarter Than
Okay,
Trauma
well,
presents
this is why we
Never
need it.
forget
And
it.
that's why you
Lessons,
realize
sessions, and
good
confessions.
things. Okay,
Words.
well, battle.
And
And I'm
That's what
Smarty
it is.
MC,
With
your MC, hostess with the mostest, who boasts
We're gonna
less
do the
about our
same
mental
for
health
the things I
check-ins and
learned
just
over
tells you,
class.
hey,
To
follow me,
write it
do
really
this,
well,
because it's the right thing
talk
to
about
do.
it, super
The wrong
clear,
thing to do is to
please.
terrify and take away
And
consent
other outlets.
repeatedly
I'm not
using
a
the things
motherfucker.
feared most. Because I told
And
you,
to do it.
technology,
Faulty.
Oh, my
Also,
Lord.
my goals, but I tailspin.
Yelling.
I said terrified. No one
Not
gives
yelling.
a fuck. Not on the board
He's
anymore.
yelling at
No
me
one
now.
cares. Amazing.
that's why it came out like that.
You-
Happiest day of my life. And they posted
rape,
mentally
it.
abused,
Otherwise,
and
talk about
sanitary
it.
thing.
They posted it.
That's
They
it.
were
I
get to talk
professional.
about it.
That's why the
prizes.
second
I don't shock
I didn't
people.
go into details. I
This
didn't
is not for like
explain.
likes
No.
and follows.
Boyfriend too.
Finally, no
Wow.
likes, no follows, no
Super
influences,
sanitary,
no
taught me
one.
things. I'm like, oh right, Nice.
I'm not an influencer. I
because
use
we were
internet
friends
for
through the
storage
doctor
memories,
and
all of
first-
it. I'll write it down later. I've said it a million
First
times. My trauma
degree
ended today.
pursuing
See?
until I realized not my true cohort.
Not doing battle no more. Because I can write
Wow.
what I want to write finally. As long as I don't
Interesting.
lose it. Okay, that's okay. I
From
kept it
birth
somewhere.
to death,
Keep it here.
it
Come
really
on.
is
Touch
about
and sound.
property.
Let me go noodle and
No
doodle
more.
on it.
No
Like I
less.
said, education
So
could truly end all of it
that's
because you already have the
why
standards and the consequences.
this person
You have to
and
sit out.
parents
Now you're
goes
expelled.
throughout.
Goodbye.
Always being responsible.
Expulsion.
Always being that
Too many
husband. Everyone comes to, yeah, he
tries.
went from not having a credit score to a
Revulsion.
great credit score. How incredible is that on his own? All
Are we
throughout
there
the
yet?
years. Oh my Compulsion.
God, to buy his own home.
I want
that's
you
why I'm like,
addicted to that
I
self-love.
can
Otherwise,
hear
we're not
him.
going to make
I'm
it.
living with the
Help
associate
everyone
cat,
grow
psychopath.
up.
I
Thank
don't know,
you.
but get the cat.
This is
Protect
Smarty
the
Than-
cat.
Oops,
That's
sorry.
why I lost my
This is
voice.
Smarty
Thank God,
MC
the time I lost my voice.
for Smarty.
Whew. Break that up. Shit.
Smarty MC.
Thank you for
Okay,
listening.
this has been Smarter Than Trauma presents lessons, sessions, and confessions, and I'm Smarty MC. I write in multiple aliases online and also with my given name because I talk about education. And the first day when I get to know a student is I ask them their name. Tell me your name. Spell your name verbally, you know. And then like later, I just say, all right, you're going to be writing your name a lot for your teacher. So in this classroom, you don't have to. We just do it one time because I know who you are. But show me how you spell your name and write your name. And I get a good sense.
Something is
Doesn't
off.
matter if it takes a minute or 5 minutes. I
Oh,
just watch them.
period. Why am I repeating
And I get a good
myself?
sense of who
Question
you've
mark.
been teaching them.
It was
I know.
exceptionally,
And that's
because
it.
that's a way to
Interesting.
say, oh, focus
That
here. If
way,
I do
I
advocacy,
get all their stuff from the
loaned
folders,
this
you know,
way,
it's very
so much
organized,
or
reading
similar,
through
but
the
also
name, and
dissimilar.
I don't get dizzy
from
write
advocacy,
their names on
but
stuff.
I
In
can
other
tell,
arenas.
and I know I'm not going to
Why
remember
my own
it, so I
advocacy
get
built
like,
on direct
dang,
trauma
how am I going to
and
organize this?
moments of
Am I ready
abuse.
to look at this?
and use of technology
And then it's
to
the
literally
reading,
create places to
period.
contain PTSD because I waited too long. The moment has passed, so I've got a couple seconds to catch it. That's why this feels different, period, than before. I feel like myself in so many ways, but it is different. And I'm going to document it. I'm going to document it so I can see it when I can look at my video and face again, because that's how I caught everything. Period. I've had to see it behaviorally, because that's what they said, behavior, emotions, or thinking. Well, things were moving too fast, so I couldn't catch the thinking. And emotions was connected to trauma, because I was so good at emotional intelligence, and still am, and assisted all these people through their anxiety and depression and mental health bullying by their family. Are you kidding me? Question mark.
Smarter Than
me?
Trauma presents.
All right, thanks everyone.
All right, you know what? Maybe this is teaching me to not do a third time. Just finish it and put it on, put it on, put it online. I'll remember it this time. Why? Because I made a choice to sing and put away that woman who needed validation for everything. Why I kicked out jealousy, insecurity, and validation out the door. I'm pretty sure I was about the age of 4. I'm going to keep writing more in galore, because what the hell is a pen truly for? Getting things out of you, because that's human stuff. That's what you should do every day. So a writer's life on display. To put away shame and humiliation, that frustration, that degradation. No. That's just a hard word to say. There's no trauma there. It's their trauma. And what they like to do with people with trauma. And when it's done with consent and when it's not done with consent. So let's get deep into this. And the only safe place for it, quite frankly, is theater. We'll do it live. All right, and the other genre that I'll be writing is a fun one. Everyone should write one. A cookbook. Oh, this is the cooking for the homeless. So things that are portable. All right, we got this. Thank you.
Everything I created was in order to help me explain something. It was just a snapshot of the moment, and then hoping, cross fingers, with my faith intact that one day I could explain it. So there's a couple things going on here. The first bit, you can tell my voice is stronger. So this was done recently, and it's done in rhyme or flowetry, just to get it out. At one point, you'll hear other noises cover up what I was saying or singing or humming or flowing. And that's because I don't want you to hear it. I want the noise to cover up what I'm saying just so that I can get it out, but then no one else knows. Because that's the first step. Get it out. But get it out in a place that's going to create a little more stress to the body. Because it's all about that ignorant, primordial body that is stuck in trauma. It's like a child. It's like a scared animal caught in the corner. So the next thing is that the voice. The next thing is my own voice began to become triggering once I got it out and started hearing it and realizing, what's going on here? Forcing the words out of me. And yeah, it sounds angry, it sounds unbalanced, but it really is someone just trying to regain their voice after losing it completely. I lost my voice literally. I could not speak. And I think that happened so I couldn't ask questions of somebody who couldn't take it, the questions being asked, and was abusing me and the cat and creating a false narrative and buying a house behind me about how much money he was saving. Get out of my house. You don't belong here because you never wanted to marry me. Now that you admitted it, finally, because your therapist is going to ask the correct question. I don't like the narrative that you're trying to string here, that we have a bad marriage because of the stress of the injury, because you certainly don't act stressed about even participating in my recovery. You're creating harm because you won't answer questions and your dishonesty is constant. Where were you last night? Why aren't you going to work? The things that you mutter under your breath, do you know that I can hear you? Anyway, so that's what's going on. So this has been Smarty MC with Smarter Than Trauma presents Lessons, Sessions, and Confessions, or LSC, dropping the seed for the local school council who gives the evaluation for the principal, which started off this whole thing because an evaluation from somebody's corporate evaluation, and the words were, and ever since then, this person has been trying to change their narrative. All right, well, I'm really grateful for the words people used to define me, beginning with my principal's evaluation. And that's the next thing I'll be dropping, the seed. Because all I'm doing is math. The second season, I missed a whole month because I missed math. But we're just going to add a bunch of numbers together in a real life meaningful way. Then I'm going to subtract it from 180, then divide it, the number of days I have to get this done, and make myself do this every day. Just like I made myself sign up for the gym until triggers set in. And that's a record that I have. So let's begin. All right, I'll be describing how I reversed all trauma. What was helping me was what I used as strategies for chronic pain since this assault was 2013. And the second one, well, I mean, there's been many, but the second round of assault, 2015. So doing this recovery with and without PTSD is very different. And yet I needed both to get through it. Because you do have to dampen triggers while getting close to the edge of it just to sit with it, to remove it from your hyper-aroused, hyper-vigilanced, hyper-fucking-psycho insane body. Okay? We're going to call the body crazy, insane body. Why? Well, because it wants to live. All right. This concludes swearing. Hopefully I won't shout and swear anymore, because that was my PTSD, and we contained it online, on YouTube, and all these other spaces. So let's release it and see what we can glean from what I created, which was all brought to you by their PTSD, pictures, touches, sounds, disordered, because they're lying. Thank you very much.